Lady over there.
Mr. Secretary General, Russia said that NATO would need a new UN Security Council mandate for a possible training mission in Afghanistan after 2014. Would NATO apply for such a new authorization?
Please introduce yourself.
Elena Chernenko from Kommersant newspaper in Russia. Sorry.
We have made a very clear statement on that. We did that at the NATO summit in Chicago, where we declared that we will seek a sound legal basis, such as a United Nations Security Council resolution.
Reuters.
Adrian Croft from Reuters, Secretary General. You seem to link the Patriot decision today to the chemical warheads in Syria. I wonder, are Patriots actually effective in intercepting a missile with a chemical warhead, and would that not be more dangerous?
The Patriot missiles will be effective as interceptors whether attacking missiles carry chemical weapons or not. So it's not just because of the risk of the use of chemical weapons. It is a deployment that aims at protecting and defending Turkish territory and the Turkish population against any missile attack.
Independent.
Kim Sen-Gupta from the Independent in London. Secretary General, you have said you have now spoken to Mr. Lavrov on several occasions, and you have tried to convince him that the Patriot deployment is purely defensive and not offensive. But have you managed to convince him of your case? And if you haven't, how much damage will it do to future NATO-Russian relations?
Well, you'll have to ask Mr. Lavrov himself whether he is convinced or not, but he has listened not only to me, but also to ministers from NATO countries. And we have all declared that this is a defensive measure only, that we have no offensive intentions. Actually, I mean, it's part of being a defense alliance that we stand ready to take necessary measures to defend and protect an ally, in this case Turkey. So I don't think the Russians could or should be surprised. Actually, I do believe that a deployment of Patriot missiles will serve as an effective deterrent, and that way de-escalate the situation along the Syrian-Turkish border, because the mere fact that the Patriot missiles have been deployed make it necessary for any potential aggressor to think twice before they even consider attacking Turkey.
One last question from the Russian media, if there are any questions from the Russian media, since this is the NATO-Russia Council. Not at all. And that lady over there had her hands up.
Natia Goksadze, Rustavi 2, it is Georgian TV company. Today you talk about Russia and Turkey, but tomorrow there will be NATO-Georgia Commission. Hold on, let me ask you about Georgia-NATO relationship after 1st October, which was appreciated as a test of democracy for Georgia. There were expectations in Georgian society that our chances to get map during this ministerial have increased. What kind of chances Georgia may have at this ministerial, or there will emerge new barrier, a kind of test of democracy about cohabitation? Thank you.
First of all, let me reiterate what we have also told the new Georgian government, that the elections in Georgia lived up to democratic standards, and that Georgia that way passed a very important test. Now we look forward to a smooth cohabitation between the new government and the current president. We look forward to presidential elections next year. We look forward to elections conducted in the same democratic way as the parliamentary elections this year. We have never planned to have discussions on membership action plan or any other steps at the NATO-Georgia Commission meeting tomorrow. The Commission meeting tomorrow will be the first opportunity for NATO allies to discuss Georgia's NATO aspirations with the new government. And I'm very pleased that the new government has reaffirmed its NATO aspirations. So there seems to be a broad consensus in Georgia that Georgia will continue to pursue a future membership of our alliance. And in exchange, we have reiterated that the decision we took in Bucharest in 2008, that Georgia will become a member of NATO, provided, of course, Georgia fulfills the necessary criteria, that Bucharest decision still stands.
Thank you very much. We'll see you later tonight.